going to have 2 cubes, and they're going to have 2 pipes like this, and then the ball can go through each of these pipes and still go through to each of the cubes, and that way we still have to use this interlocking component. It's going to be really cool, and it cuts down on the weight, which is awesome as well.
And material cost, I imagine.
Yeah. And a fun feature too.
Yeah, and
so the 3 main things that we got from the kids the last times we met with them were, 1, it was too heavy and it wasn't super easy to hold. 2, it wasn't colorful enough. And 3, the ball kept getting stuck in weird places. So that solves the first 2 problems, that pipe and flange, because we are able to cut down on the weight and make the ergonomics better at the same time by having those would act as handles. And then we also don't lose the ability to move from maze to maze, which is the coolest part of the thing. So we salvaged that for the space where everything was getting stuck. We created this piece, so that will just go over those.
so it goes in the center.
Yeah,
And
and
it'll make the
Actually,
mazes
you can
flow
put it in
together.
this.
yeah, so it'll make them flow
I was
easier.
yeah, that seemed a little
And
unpolished.
Cover that
And
as
then
well.
the third
then, yeah.
problem was the color, which we have dealt with, and we can dye 3D prints now. I figured that out. Brandon and I figured that out.
So you couldn't dye the Darwin?
So there's going to be a spiral in the space one and a spiral in the skate park one, this one, and they're both going to be dyed a fun color, and then the center mazes here, these will also be dyed fun colors, and so then the mazes will still be white, but there will be an element of color. It's going to be super cool.
Cool.
And we wanted, with each of these, we kind of modified them a bit so that it was less, there's a set up and down, like this one, this spiral has one way of doing it.
Now it has
the
two.
spiral is double-sided, and so you can play it in both directions and get on it in both ways. And then this one, actually, I guess you could technically do it on all 4 sides. I think one would be really hard, but there's 3 definite ways where you can roll this feature with the ball up and down on the sides. And then this will go in this one to incorporate kind of that more 3D feel instead of just on these faces.
Yeah, so now the only ones we're going to have are these 2, and they will both be spirals, which will be so cool.
So he said it's about $1,500 worth of machining if we were to do it
Mm.
somewhere else.
Oh, this is so nice.
suck.
They're so smooth.
They're so smooth.
$1,500.
Because apparently he had to machine both sides because otherwise
Really?
you get like some material control problems.
It's amazing. I'm going to cry.
He was
Wait.
giving us an idea of like if we were to do this outside.
We don't owe
Spotty
them that.
financial advisor. What? Sorry, what?
Here's that $500 thing that we.
This is
Man,
so
Good.
Good.
So
switchy.
thin.
Yeah.
It feels so cool.
feels so
So light
You're
too.
really
Whoa.
breaking things. So.
So
And what
Yes.
material is this?
This is
This is
Delrin.
Delrin.
So it's a type of plastic.
wait, is this a Darwin that was gave?
So we got these cubes that were just like
It
probably
started
this
like
thick.
this
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So-
that thick, and then
It wasn't our thickness that
cut
was
it
wrong.
down, and it looks
was just they
amazing.
needed to finish both sides.
This is the coolest
But
thing
no, the
that's
reason
ever
it's
happened.
is because he had to do that.
Awesome. Now, can you dye this as well?
No,
No,
I
Well,
tried to
we need to
dye
do a
it.
little more research, but we've
Maybe.
tried.
I tried. Do you have the one that's? So these pieces were in this gray-green dye for 30 minutes. This was in it for an
Multiple
hour,
hours. So
and nothing happened.
I'm
It
gonna
looks
do more
horrible.
research because I've seen some stuff online of people with success, but we'll have to see. Because it'd be great if we could get a nice color scheme out of these, but
But
we'll just have to
honestly,
see.
I think that the way these will be dyed, and then this is kind of a pretty white actually. I really like it.
And
so-
like even with this, you can see it changes with the
yeah.
light.
Oh, that's so cool with the lines on it.
See
I
that?
think we might not even want to dye it.
So, here's where this is kind of reminds me of last year where we were trying to figure out colors and dyeing and things that wouldn't flake off and be cheesy later.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a time to start thinking about what actually interacts in the system. Like last year, changing the various color balls. And one thing I was thinking about, what if there was like the magic red ball and a couple other play balls, You know what I mean? Like options? I don't know. I was just one aha that I was thinking about. I mean, it's easy, throw some balls in
Yeah.
there and the magic red one. Or whatever you decide. But now seeing this, I like it. I like it.
And one thing we were thinking of incorporating more color is with these two gone, we'll have these faces here, and instead of just having a bare thing like this, there are either ways we could have a printed image in there, or what I need to look into is there are ways to print an image and then put it onto plastic, the ink from the print. So like for the space example, like we could have
So
on
this
this
is-
back face, we could have
For
like
example,
a galaxy scheme kind of on the back.
so this flange will go over the middle part probably, and then you can see different types of galaxies, or maybe something like a star system, and that way the back of this face and this face will be facing out, and then we'll have maybe a skate park thing and some kind of like graffiti wall that says I love you in a bunch of languages. So these will face out where the pipe and flange is, just for an extra pop of color, but there won't be a ton of surface area for that.
Okay.
But hopefully it'll be super cool.
And this looks like something that could easily be created from Home Depot. I know you went higher end and did your own custom manufacturing here, but I always look as a teacher, I'm like, okay, how could I make this at my house, or my
Yeah.
work? So what I was thinking is this looks like conduit, and these look like conduit flanges, and this looks like something that could really easily be mocked up to copy yours. Like I could probably do this in an hour or two in my garage at home. So props to you. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, we made these flanges because we couldn't find any that were this small.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
A lot of flanges are bigger than.
Right. And I like how it's aluminum for the hospital. It's lightweight. Right.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's been a really cool couple weeks, and we figured a lot of stuff out. So.
I knew it would.